Hey everyone, Toy Smuggler here, and today we're finally at the end of this Farley Con Restoration, part number 5. Boy, I tell you what, like I said, it's taken me a little bit of while to get this video out. I've been doing a lot of hunting for some figures and He-Man stuff, and gosh, I got like 6 different projects I'm working on. Been doing a lot of cleaning and restoration for a company called Battlegrounds here in Dalton, Georgia. They're a comic games and toys. You need to check them out. Great guys. Just tell them the Toy Smuggler sent you. Just let Mike and them know, and Cody. Just great guys. I do a lot of business with these guys, and it is, you know, it's just, that's one of the coolest things about this business really is the relationships that you find. I mean, just a lot of great people in this business. Of course, with like anything or any job, there's always those jerks around, but I have to say, in this line of business, there's more quality people than any business I ever done versus art or industry, design, whatever. The toy business has just a great group of people. So let's move on to this. And like I said, this has been a tough one. The paint job on these things, that's really sometimes the most hardest thing. I've had some tough issues. I got some pics going to be floating up, and I got a before and after shot of the set of 4. I didn't include the Boba Fett on this issue because he had his hands chopped off, and a lot of Boba Fett collectors don't like you to touch anything on. So I just done the cleaning, and right now I just got him shoved in my Slave 1 up here on the wall. Just as it looks great in the plane. So anyway, but the AT-AT driver, great, huge success. He really de-yellowed quite well. I'm still waiting on the stickers from Toy Ploy. I'm getting ready to order those. Like I said, I just crazy last few weeks, but turned out excellent. So very happy with him. And the next one on this, all right, the Jedi Luke. Gosh, he was just a pain in the butt. And little did I know, I knew he was in rough shape, but what I did not notice, and it took a magnifying glass, his nose and lips and chin, it looks like some kid had like rubbed him on a rock or a rough surface or whatever, so he was extremely badly damaged. And I ended up, I had to take, I tried painting his face like 3 different times with a brush, and it just, I hate these where you paint the face on. That's the worst design ever. You should go with the color skin plastic. So anyway, I had to put some modeling clay around all his hair and painter's tape all around him. And what I did, I took some fusion paint, beige, and done a light, like 4 or 5 light coats. Came out pretty decent, and like I said, then I had to get in there double. I had to wear glasses plus the magnifying glass to get in there and get these eyes. I mean, he's tough. Like I said, he's nowhere near perfect, but I'm looking at getting a restoration lightsaber, and I'm going to be hand sewing a cape for him. That way I got him for really cheap, so I'm going to sell him to someone who needs one for their shelf. He'll look great sitting on a shelf somewhere. So a success, but a very rough success. The Han Solo here, he turned out extremely well. He's still just a little loose, but he still stands well. And what I was going to talk about with him and the AT-AT driver is I found out that I've used 2 different kinds of paint. In the first paint, I used acrylic enamel and brushed it on, and I was very unhappy with it. So I tried a new paint, and the best paint I find on a lot of this stuff is this paint. They're called paint pens. It's got the little metal ball. This is called a Painter's brand name, and they're all oil based. Now these take a little extra to dry, and sometimes it takes 2 or 3 coats, but this stuff is very, very thin. And that's the key, because if you use just a brush on paint, it's so thick, you really lose your detail. So this right here helps you keep the detail, but yeah, like I said, it may take a couple, 2 or 3 coats, but this stuff's great. I've used it on so many projects so far, and they come out with a lot of great colors, and I'm going to keep using these in the future. And now, also too, I didn't mention him yet, but the very first one on that line was the Hoth Commander. And when I was getting ready to do this, about a couple weeks later during the filming, I came across another one. And upon inspecting, these are 2 different types, and this one was made in 2 different companies, but this one was made with like an off-white plastic, where this one was very clean white. So, and one's got a big mustache, the other one's got a small mustache. You know, two different variants here, two different looks, but they both come out very well. This guy really, he come out extremely clean. His chest was very nasty, so he really cleaned up quite well. He's still got a little damage right here on his hands. I think I got a way to fix that later on, but like I said, I picked him up for a great price. He'll look great on a Hoth set. You'll never notice that hand, and this one right here, he's looking mint all the way. So I was very pleased with how these two turned out. And also, you seen that photo, just to remind everybody what I did on the last one was the two R2s. And man, I'm extremely happy with how these two guys turned out. And here they are in exact order. I mean, these guys are just very pleased with the turnout on these. And just, I mean, they look like totally two different figures. They went from trash, somebody getting ready to throw them in the garbage, to, and that's what the guy had. I mean, they was just horrible. And now I got them where these things should fetch a nice price. And I'm, like I said, this one is going to stay in my collection. It's the sensor scope. And this one I'm going to make sure I find a great home with it. So ladies and gentlemen, that really concludes this process on the restoration. I'm finally glad it's over. The only thing I didn't, not going to cover right now is that roached out Darth Vader case. Because boy, that's going to be a hectic task to really take on, and so I'm going to be working on it. And I got a 1960s plus Hercules plane. I can show you a quick pic of that, and I'm going to be doing them two at the same time because they're both so big. I'm going to have to do all the cleaning in the bathtub and really get in there. It's just going to take a lot of hard effort, so that's going to be coming up within the next month or so. But after this, I'm going to be doing a lot of toy reviews. So I got a bunch I want to pop out. I got 1 month till Wonderfest is coming up, and I'm getting ready for that. So I got a lot of extra work on top of my calendar here, getting ready for that show at the end of the month. So I'm going to still pop up some videos, but we're going to do some reviews for the rest of the month to get this thing, keep you guys informed what's going on. And like I said, then next month, in the month of June, I'll start popping up some more restoration. So that's it. I'm the Toy Smuggler, and stay tuned.